Fantasy Philosophers is brought to you by fantasy-info.com.
The Oakland Raiders showed improvement last year as they were still the seventh best team against the pass. They showed some games where they could really take it toe-to-toe with good teams, and they beat a few good teams there in the Bengals. They beat the Steelers. They beat the Broncos in Denver. That was a pretty good one. And they also beat the Eagles at home. So these were all good games that we started to see this defense when they could actually play respectable against the run. That's when we started to see this defense show its colors and play pretty solid. Obviously, we talk about the run when they could stop the run, and that was a key. I believe they finished, about 29th against the run last year, so they were still horrible, even though they did add Richard Seymour to play on the defensive end. This offseason, they went out and got Lamar Houston. I'm not sure if they're going to go with him as either a defensive end, I've heard, but I would think he would have been a defensive tackle, as he is weighing in around 300 pounds, and they're playing a 4-3, so that would tend to make more sense that they're going to use him in that area, but we'll have to see. They went and got a nice middle linebacker in Ronaldo McClain with their first-round pick. They finally didn't botch that one up. At least I don't think they did. Then they also made a nice trade in Cameron Wembley. They got him from the Browns. Now, Wembley, he's not used to playing in a 4-3 style, but I don't know. To me, he always seemed, even though he's been used to playing in a 3-4, so for some reason, I think he's going to play good as far as disruption, maybe getting to the quarterback, which is something that they need to do a little bit more of as they're in a 4-3, because they'll take a little bit more pressure on the front line, so that should allow him to maybe get some more blitz packages in that way. But he's going to definitely have to pick up playing in that type of defense, which is going to be new to him. In the secondary, again, they finished 7th overall. Michael Huff, supposedly, the light bulb's starting to come on for him. He made some turnovers early in the season, and then he didn't really do that much in turnovers as we went past about week 2 or 3. But still, at the same time, with this kid, he does have talent. Coach Cable still likes what he sees with him this offseason, so that's a good sign in the secondary for this team. Overall, I think they're a defense that can help you at times this year, but again, we're going to have to see how they're responding to the running game. That's going to be huge for this defense, because again, as I pointed out earlier in this podcast, when they can play good against the run, all of a sudden this defense can take on a lot of teams that are good teams and beat them.
For more fantasy football information, go to fantasy-info.com and sign up for our free e-newsletter. Good luck in your 2010 Fantasy Football League. As an added bonus, the Fantasy Info guys will include their 5 secret tips for success in fantasy football.